Hello, hello, hello. Okay, guys, so we are back with another live stream. Let me know in the comment section whether you are watching this live stream or not. And let me know as well that whether you can hear my voice or not. Okay, so let me check it out some settings and we can start our live stream. Okay, hi Praveen, how are you, man? Okay, guys, so I hope you guys are watching this live stream. So, as the title suggests, that this is going to be some random live stream where we are going to learn some basic and interesting stuff about motion graphics. Basically, we did one live stream yesterday. Over there, we have created two animations, and because today is Saturday and tomorrow is Sunday, so we have some time, so we can push this live stream a little bit further and we are going to create some interesting animation in this live stream. Okay, so before we start this live stream, I would like to tell you that please subscribe to this channel because we are very close to get 50K subscribers, and don't forget to hit on that like button so it will be helpful to push this live stream and we will get much more audience. Okay, so in yesterday's live stream, if you check it out, we have created these two animations, animation 1 and animation 2. Over here, if you check it out, this animation, we got this cool text animation, or you can say 3D box animation like that. And this animation is in the form of loop. This animation we have created yesterday in the live stream. That live stream is still on this channel, so you can check it out that later as well. And in the second part of that stream, we have created this another animation. Right now it is in quad resolution, that's why it's look like that. But if you check it out in full resolution, you will get this clear image. Just for the render, I'm using quad resolution, and this animation is also in the form of loop. Okay, so this was about yesterday's. Okay, so basically these are some examples that I did in my practice work, so in which we have created this two, so I'm going to delete those. Okay, and these are the other animations that we are going to cover up in today's live stream. Obviously we will try to do a better version of this ones, but these are just for your basic understanding that what we are going to do. We will create this kind of text animation like that. Then we will try to animate this logo, which is very simple. Then we will try to animate this Nickelodeon logo as well, like that. Then we will try to create this trippy text, and then we will try to create this kind of a strip text animation as well. Okay, so I hope you guys are excited. If you're not, I am actually. Okay, so yeah, so we will try to do it, but let me know in the comment sections whether you can hear my voice or not. Otherwise I'll tweak some settings. Also uh, hit on that subscribe button as well as on that like button. Okay, and along with that you can join our Motion Pro membership as well, which is just for 59 rupees. You'll get access to new videos, motion graphic tutorials, advanced animations, etc, etc, and it will be a support for this channel as well. Okay, so yes, we are good to go and to start live stream today. Okay, and if you have any queries, any doubts, any questions, you are free to ask in the comment sections. Okay, whatever doubts you have, I'll try my best to solve it as much as possible. Okay, so let's start with our today's live stream. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment sections. I hope you guys understood what we are going to create this in this live stream. Let me share it with you again. We will try to create this animation first over here. Then we will try to create this Nike logo reveal animation. Then we will jump on this Nickelodeon logo animation, and after that we will try to create this kind of a trippy text, and then we will create this kind of a strippy text animation as well. Okay, with this one because this looks cool. Okay, so let's try with this one. Obviously we are going to tweak some settings because to be honest, this is a practice work, so I don't know much more about it. So yes, we will try our best. So let's start today's live stream. Let's a few people join as well. Also, as I said, you have any questions or anything, you can ask in the comment section. Okay, so when I did yesterday's live stream, a lot of people are excited about this text animation, so let's start with this one first. Okay, so I'm going to click close all the other compositions over here. We don't need that. Okay, and because this is the third animation, so hit Control N to create another composition, and I'm going to call this as animation 03. Okay, and width I'm going to choose 1920, height I'm going to choose 180, frame rate is 30, duration is, you are free to choose whatever duration you want, and I'm going to choose black color and simply hit OK. Then I'm going to select my text layer, and I'm going, okay, let's type O. Then let's select this PRO, and I'm going to increase the size of this one, and let's bring this downwards. Okay, like that. Then I'm going to select this layer, and I'll press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically, and make sure to choose proper white color, and press S, and let's increase the scale. Now one thing over here I forgot to tell you, that right now I'm using this text, but you are free to use whatever other things you want. Okay, so it's not like that. Now after that, what we need to do is I'm going to right click, new, and create one adjustment layer. I'll go to the effect and presets panel, and I'll search for turbulence displace effect and double click to apply. Then I'm going to increase the size of this one a little bit. Also, I'm going to alt click on this evolution tab, and I'm going to type one expression known as time star 60. Okay, and let's deselect this expression, and as you guys know that we will get this kind of a weird text animation. Okay, now I'm going to select this text layer. I'll go to the start over here, and I'll hit Control D to duplicate it. Okay, and this time I'm going to remove the stroke, remove the fill, and I'm going to add white color on the stroke, and stroke width, let's choose 1 pixels. Then select this text layer, and with the help of arrow keys try to move it a little bit over here. And if you check it out this in full resolution, we are gonna get this kind of a text layer over here. Okay, like that. Now let's select this and right click, new, and let's create one adjustment layer. Again, select this layer, hit enter, and we are going to name it as for example, depth of field. Okay, select this adjustment layer on which we have applied this turbulence displace effect, hit enter, and let's call it as turbulence displace. Okay, so it would be easy for us to understand that these two are different adjustment layer. Now I'm going to select this depth of field, and I'm going to bring this after this stroke layer. Okay, let's keep it over here. Now I'm going to select my rectangle shape tools, and I'm going to choose ellipse, and I'm going to choose fill, and by holding shift I'm going to create one circle. Then select this circle and press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center, Go to the align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Go to the effect and presets panel and search for uh, CC composite effect, and instead of CC, I think we need to apply solid composite effect and double click to apply. And for the color, we are going to choose black color. Okay, so we will get this kind of a stuff. Let's select this, hit enter, and let's call this layer as map instead of shape. Then on the same layer, I'm going to go and apply Gaussian blur effect and double click to apply, and let's increase this blur value to 400 like that. So we are going to get something like that over here. Now if you want, you can move this solid composite like that, so you are going to get this kind of a blurriness. Okay, then select this map and bring this down to depth of field over here like that. And let's hide this layer for now. Then select this depth of field layer, go to the effect and presets panel, and now we are going to apply CC uh, radial fast blur or radial fast blur. Sorry, I forgot that effect. Okay, we are going to apply this camera lens blur effect and double click to apply. And over here, the blur map, we are going to choose this map layer which we have created, and instead of source we are going to choose effect and mask. Okay, and then if you increase this blur radius over here to 40, we will get something like that. And if you invert this blur map, we are gonna get something like that. If you bring this depth of field layer at the top, obviously you will get this kind of a stuff over here. Okay, so it totally depends on you. I'm going to keep it this over here and then minimize this effect. Now we are going to apply coloroma effect on it. Over here you will find this effect called coloroma and double click to apply, so we will get something like that. Or instead of that, let's delete this coloroma effect, then right click new and create one adjustment layer and now apply that coloroma effect. We are getting this kind of a stuff, so let's keep it aside. Press Ctrl Y to create one solid background in black color and try to bring this downwards. Okay, so now if you check it out, this we are getting this kind of a look. So let's select this topmost layer, which is our adjustment layer. Go to the input cycles, we are getting this kind of stuff, and in output cycles we are getting this kind of a V. Now in user preset, there are so many presets. You are free to choose whatever preset you want. Over here there are so many different presets. If you choose this red map, you will get different results. You will check it out and you will get different results. If you choose this golden one, you will get something like that. Okay, let's try and check it out different ones. Now this looks some good looks. Okay, so this is the one that I have used yesterday, and this kind of a it looks good to me and it creates a kind of a vintage look. Okay, so now if you hit spacebar and if you check it out, this animation, obviously it will take time to load because this kind of effects are really heavy. So let's make this quad resolution and check it out, this animation. Obviously you will get something like that. And how is this gonna look, it totally depends on your motion blur effect. Like this map, if you increase this blurriness to 800, your results are gonna get a little bit different. If you choose 200, obviously your results will get different. Okay, so let's choose this value 200, and on depth of field layer over here in camera lens blur, you can increase the blur radius to 80 as well, so you will get different results over here. Okay, so it depends on you what kind of stuff you want. Let's make this value 50. Then I'm going to right click new and create one adjustment layer again. Now we are going to go in effect and presets panel and we are going to search for CC vintage effect and double click to apply like that. Double click to apply on this layer. Let's choose quad resolution. Then after that we will go to the effect and presets panel, and then we are going to apply noise effect and apply this noise effect, and let's increase this value to 25% like that, and let's make this quad resolution like that. So you will get that grunge look, which is also a vintage. And then to get this a little bit more texturized look, you can apply posterized time effect on it like that, and you will get this animation in 24 frames per second. Okay, and if you check it out this in quad resolution, you will get something like that. And if you make this 15 frames per second and check it out this animation, you will get this kind of a grungy look. Okay, so yep, this is how we can create one of our animation like that. So let's save this animation. Okay, if you have any questions regarding to this animations, or is there any concept that you didn't understood, you are free to ask in the comment sections. Okay, let me drink some water and we can go for different animation. Okay, so yep, this is how we can create this kind of animation. So our first animation is ready. Now we can move on our second animations. And as I said before we start our next animation, it would be lovely if you hit on this like button and subscribe to our channel, because we need that obviously. And also you can join our Motion Pro membership, which is just for 59 rupees. You'll get access to new videos, motion graphic tutorials, and so many different stuff, and it will be a support for this channel as well. Okay, so let's start with our next animation. So this animation is also ready. Okay, let's start with the strip kind of animation. Okay, so to create this we need to create some strips, so let's try to do it. I'm going to close this animation 03 over here and hit Control N to create another composition, and this time I'm going to call it as animation 03, not 03 but 04, and hit OK. Okay, then we are going to press Control N to create another composition, and we are going to call it as strip 02 and hit OK. Then press Control Y to create one solid background. Press S for scaling option. Unlink this and let's decrease the scale. Then hit Ctrl key to open the project settings, and we are going to choose white color over here. Then select this layer and let's decrease the scale a little bit more like that, but let's make this 1:3. Okay, then I'm going to select my text tool and I'm going to type my text. Let's remove the stroke and let's decrease the size of this text, and let's type our text. Sorry, let's select this text layer and let's increase the size, and let's select and type our text. Motion graphics. Okay, let's select this text and press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Press S and let's decrease the scale of this like that. Okay, and go to the Align tab and let's choose Align Left. Then let's select this text and hit spacebar 2 times and hit Ctrl V, and let's try to bring this text layer at the center. Okay, then select this layer and hit Ctrl D. Select the second layer, press P for position, and we will create one keyframe at this bottom. Then we will go to around 2 seconds. Press V and let's try to move this from here to here like that. Okay, Then somewhere around at 4 seconds, I'm going to hit Control C, Control V first keyframe, select those keyframe and hit F9. Then let's go in the middle somewhere around at that, and we are going to select our first layer and we will make it parent with this second. So if you check it out this now, we will get this kind of animation, and then we will get this kind of animation. Then select those keyframes, go to the graph, select this graph. By holding shift, move one handle over here and move one handle over here. Okay, then alt click on the stopwatch and let's apply loop out expression on it. Okay, and deselect it. So if you check it out, this we are gonna get this kind of a stripped animation. Then go to the animation 4 and hit Control 0 to open the project settings. Hit Control Y to create one solid background and choose a white color over here. Then we are going to bring our strip to over here like that. Then we'll go to the effect and presets panel and we are going to search for CC cylinder effect and double click to apply. So we'll get this kind of a cylinder. Now if you go to the rotation properties, you can rotate it on any axis you want. You can rotate it like that and you can rotate it like that as well. But before doing that, we need to adjust the light settings of this. So for that, go to the light settings and let's increase the light intensity a little bit. Also go to the shading and let's increase this ambient value. Then let's rotate it not on y-axis, but I think it should be on x-axis first and then on z-axis like that. Then select this and let's try to move this over here. Let's disable the snapping, we don't need that. Then select the strip and hit Control D and let's move this over here. Press R for rotation and let's rotate it this layer like that over here like this. Okay, then again hit Control D, let's move over here, press R and then rotate it like that and move this over here. Hit Control D, let's move this over here, press R and then rotate it like that and let's move this over here. Okay, select all of these layers and try to adjust it over here. Okay, like that. Then select the strip tool. Okay, so Studio Film, thank you for all the content, bro. I appreciate your work. Thank you so much, bro. It really means a lot to me. Okay, so yeah, thank you for watching this live stream. This kind of comments really boost me and make me feel special. So thank you so much, buddy. Okay, so let's focus on our animation. For this strip to over here, if you see, it's really confusing. So what I can do, I can select this strip 02 and I can apply one effect called tint. So obviously it will change its color and we will swap this color. Then I'm going to select this tint effect, hit Control C. I'll select this topmost layer and hit Control V. Instead of this white solid background, press Control Shift Y and let's choose a little bit lighter white color. Also on this layer, go to the effect and presets and search for CC widget effect and double click to apply. Okay, this looks good. Now let's hide this topmost two layer. Let's focus on this one. I'm going to select this strip 2 layer over here, and over here if you check it out, this there is an option called render. So let's try to use it properly. Select the strip 02, render. Instead of full, let's choose outside. Oh, okay, or let's choose inside first. Inside layer, I'm going to choose yellow color, then hit Control D, go to the render output and choose outside, and for the outside layer I'm going to choose aqua. Then select this strip 2 over here. Again we will choose two renders. For inside we are going to choose yellow, hit Control D. For outside we are going to choose aqua. Okay, like that. Same procedure I'm going to follow for this one as well. Select this layer, choose inside and choose yellow color. Choose yellow color. Again hit Control D, choose outside and we are going to choose aqua. Select this first layer, choose inside, choose yellow color, hit Control D, choose aqua and choose outside. Okay, so now for each strip over here, if you check it out, this we have one inside and one outside. Okay, So now what I'm gonna do, let's hide this topmost two layers and focus on this one. I'm going to select the inside layer of this one, and I'm going to put it in the middle over here, so it will create an illusion like that. Then we have this one layer over here. I'm going to select the inside layer of this layer over here, which is this yellow color over here, and let's try to put it over here like that. Then I'm going to select the inside layer of this one, and let's try to put it over here, so we'll get this kind of stuff. So now if you check it out, this animations, we are gonna get something like that. Okay, and this animation again is in like a form of loop over here. Okay, then if you check it out, this in full resolution, we will get something like that. But obviously in full resolution it's gonna be get hanged, because I'm running live stream as well. So obviously when you use Chrome, it will take a lot of RAM of your PC. So let's keep it as it is. Okay, so let's do one thing. We will take a gap of 5 frames, and I'm going to, let's select this and this, which is basically this. Let's keep it as it is. Then select this and this portion, and let's try to bring this over here. Go to around 10 frames, and then we will select this and this, move this over here. Go to around 5 frames, select this and this, and let's move this over here. Then select all of these layers and try to adjust it up to this one. Okay, so if you check it out, this animation now in quarter resolution, you will get this kind of a strip animations over here. Okay, then if you right click new and create one null object and select all of those layers, and let's make it apparent with this null. Then we will select this null and we will press P for position. We'll alt click on the stopwatch, and we are going to apply one expression called wiggle 3,3. So we will get that wiggle animation as well. Okay, so as you guys can see, with the help of this kind of effect, we can create this kind of a illusion of text animation. Okay, so I hope you guys have liked this animation. Let me know in the comment sections whether you like this animation or not, so we can proceed further and try to create something more unique out of it. Okay, also let me know in the comment section whether you can hear my voice or not. Okay, let me drink some water. Also, if you have any questions related to motion graphics industry, or anything related to your careers, or any questions which is related to my life or etc., you are free to ask. Okay, and let me know that in the comment section as well. Okay, so we did this animation as well, so let's delete that. Now enough of text animations. Now let's try to focus on logo animations. Okay, so we have two logos to animate, so let's start with this Nickelodeon first. So for that, what we can do, let's close all of this animation for as well as the strip. We don't need that. Okay, let's hit Control N to create another composition, and I'm going to call it as animation 05. Okay, width is 1920, height is 180, frame rate is 30, and duration is around 2 minutes long, and simply hit OK. Then I'm going to press Ctrl I to bring my logo. So I have this Nickelodeon logo over here. It is in Photoshop file. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's try to open that Photoshop file over here. So I have this Nickelodeon logo over here, and as you guys can see, this is a proper logo which is in PNG format, and I need this alphabets on different layer. So for that, what you can do is simply select your rectangle tool and select this alphabet like that. Hit Ctrl X, create a new layer and press Ctrl Shift V to paste in place, and we will hide this. Okay, and same procedure I am going to follow for this eye as well. Create a new layer, press Ctrl Shift V and hide this. Then select this C as well, hit Ctrl X, new layer, Ctrl Shift V, and let's hide this. Then for this key over here, what I'm gonna do, I'll press L, which is a shortcut key for lasso tool. So let's select this portion, hit Ctrl X to cut it out, new layer, and press Ctrl Shift V. Then we are going to select this E, hit Ctrl X, new layer, Ctrl Shift V, and let's hide this. Then we will select this L, hit Ctrl X, new layer, Ctrl Shift V, and let's hide this. Then we have this O as well, hit Ctrl X, new layer, Ctrl Shift V, and let's hide this. Then we have this D, hit Ctrl X, new layer, and press Ctrl Shift V, and let's hide this. Then we have this E, hit Ctrl X to cut it out, new layer, and press Ctrl Shift V. We will hide this as well. Then we have this O, hit Ctrl X to cut it out, new layer, and press Ctrl Shift V, and let's hide this. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have different alphabets on different layers. Okay, now we will go to the After Effects, go to choose grid and guide option, and simply hit on titles of action. Then I'm going to press Ctrl I, and I'm going to import my Photoshop file, which is this one. Go to the import as, instead of footage, choose composition, return layers and sizes, and simply hit import and hit OK. Then select this Nickelodeon logo, double click to open this over here. So we got all of this. Hit Ctrl A to select and hit Ctrl C to copy. Go to the animation 05 and hit Ctrl V. And let's try to bring this over here like that. Okay, now let's check it out our reference. Now over here, if you check it out, this animation, we got this and then we got this. Okay, so now let's go to our animation. Now we will keep this entire stuff like that only. And so hit Ctrl D to duplicate this layer, hit and select this layer and hit enter, and let's call it as M, and change the color of this one to yellow, so it would be easy for understand that we are going to animate this one. Then go to the align tab, align it horizontally and align it vertically. Let's increase the size of this stroke like that. Go to the ellipse path, and let's create one keyframe on size. Zoom in a little bit, and let's go somewhere around 2 seconds, or let's say 1.20 frames, and we will create another keyframe at size. Then go to the start and let's increase the value of this size. Then go at the end and let's make this value 0. Then select those keyframe and hit F9. Go to the graph, select this graph by holding shift, move this handle over here and move this handle over here. So if you check it out, this we will get something like that. Then somewhere around at this point over here, hit U to minimize all of this. Then I'm going to select this ellipse and let's delete this stroke, we don't need that. And for the fill, with the help of this picker, I'm going to pick up this color and hit OK. Then by holding shift, I'll create one ellipse. Then select this ellipse and press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Let's select this and try to bring this after this M. Then select this M, go to the effect and presets panel and search for fill effect and double click to apply. And we are going to choose white color. And let's select these layers and make it apparent with this shape layer. Select both of them and with the help of open square bracket, move this over here, hit U to minimize this. So when it's gonna come over here, I want these things to start to get animated. So to animate this one, I'm going to choose this animation composer plugin, okay, which is basically a free. So let's select this, go to the windows and choose animation composer. I'll go over here and I'm going to apply to the scale, this overshoot scale from anchor point, and double click to apply, and then I'm going to close this panel. Okay, so if you check it out, this we are getting this kind of animation like that. Okay, now after this, if you check it out, this we have this alphabets over here and we need to animate them. So let's select these alphabets and press Ctrl Shift C, and we are going to call it as let's say text. Okay, then go inside this and now we will try to animate these layers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select all of them and I'll press P for position. Then by holding shift, select all of their position keyframes like that. Make sure to hold shift. So let's select their position keyframes. Right click and choose separate dimensions. Then create one keyframe at X and one keyframe at Y. Then go somewhere around 1.20 frames. Create one keyframe at X and one keyframe at Y. Go few frames forward, again create one keyframe at Y and X. Okay, then go to the start, go to the align tab, align it horizontally and align it vertically, and let's change this X position to somewhere around like that over here. Okay, then in the middle, change the Y position of this to somewhere over here like that. Okay, then in the middle like that, let's bring this a little bit upward. Then in search option, search for Y position keyframes. Select those Y position keyframes and hit F9. Go to the graph editor, select this graph. By holding shift, move this handle over here. Select this and move this handle over here. Let's select this and move this handle over here. Let's select this and move this handle over here. Then I'll select this. I'll bring this handle at this point. I'll select this and I'll bring this handle at this point. I'll select this and I'll bring this handle at this point. Then I'll select this and I'll bring this handle at this point. Okay, so now if you check it out, this we are gonna get something like that. Now along with that, I'll press S for scaling option to create one keyframe. Hit U. Let's go somewhere around at this point to create another scaling keyframe, and at the start scale I'm going to choose 10. Okay, then hit U. So select U to reveal all the keyframes. Select all the keyframes and by holding Alt, I'm going to bring this up to this. So we will get something like that. Now along with this, there should be some rotating animation. So I'll press R for rotation to create one keyframe at this point. Hit U and let's go somewhere around over here and let's make this rotation one complete rotation. Okay, so if you check it out, this will get something like that. Then hit U. Then I need this animation one by one. So hit page down button 2 times, select this and move this handle over here and move this handle over here like that. So I'm going to arrange them like this. Okay, so as you guys can see, we are getting this kind of animation. So if you check it out, this in animation, let's check it out, this animation. Let's move this text animation a little bit over here, and this animation should start suppose somewhere around from this point. Okay, now if you check it out, this the N is standing over here, so press Ctrl R to bring one ruler and let's try to bring this over here like that. Then between this N and this N, we need one null object that should control this entire area. So for that, right click, new, and create one null object, and let's try to bring this in the middle like that. Okay, now what we need to do after this, let's bring this text count a little bit over here. After all of this stuff over here, when this N is completely animated, I'm going to select this shape layer and I'll make it apparent with this null. Let's select this null Press R for rotation, create one keyframe, go few frame forward, and let's make this value 180-degree rotation. So if you check it out this, we will get something like that. Then select those keyframe, hit F9, go to the graph, select this graph. By holding shift, move this handle over here and move this handle over here. So if you check it out this, we will get something like that. Okay, now I want this animation to be a little bit faster, so let's move this over here. Okay, like that. Then at this point, what I want, it should get last. So to do that, I'm going to select all of these layers, this including this and then shape layer and this null object over here, and I'm going to press Ctrl Shift C to pre-compose, and I'm going to call it as N. Okay, and hit OK like that. Sorry, I did one mistake. We need to select this shape layer, this N, and then this null object, and press Ctrl Shift C, and let's call it as capital N. Okay, like that. And I know that my animation is ending over here. So at this point, I'm going to select this N and I'll press Ctrl Shift D to split this layer. Then I'm going to right click, go to the time, and we are going to choose freeze frame. Then go to the effect and presets panel and search for CC pixel poly effect and double click to apply. And let's bring this duration to the start, and with the help of open square bracket, move this over here, and if you hit spacebar, we will get something like that. Okay, so let's choose force center with the help of this point. Let's bring this over here. Okay, so it will break from here, and along with that, this grid spacing, I'm going to choose 14, force 500, like that. Okay, and at this point, I want my text animation should start to get animated. Okay, so if you check it out, this animation from now, we got this animation first, and then we got this animation, and hit N over there, and then press Ctrl Y, and let's try to bring this downwards. Okay, so we will get this animation. Okay, so yep, that's it for today's live stream. We will try to do this remaining stuff in the next live stream. So before we go, make sure to hit on that like button as well as that subscribe button. We need those lots, and don't worry about this animations. I'm going to create a separate tutorials on this animation as well. Also, don't forget to join our Motion Pro membership, which is just for 59 rupees. You will get access to new videos, motion graphic tutorials, etc, etc, and it will be a support for this channel as well. So yep, thank you so much guys, and be in motion.